Morning, everybody. I'm out in my fields doing my prayers, and I'm starting to see my corn tassel, and I'm trying to count how many ears we're gonna have. But right here is the development of 1, 2 ears. But I'm shooting for my goal this year is to have 3-ear corn on Indian corn, and I'm almost thinking it's possible. But I don't see. Definitely seeing a lot of 2-ear stalks, but I haven't seen a 3-ear stalk yet. There's 1, 2. Well, that might be a 3-ear. I'll have to tag it and keep an eye on it. But this one might be a 3-ear corn this year. That's the goal, to have this farm to put out Indian corn that's 3 ears per stalk. Look at that stuff. This is my 2-year regenerative ag field. It was set aside the first year. Last year had cover crops on it, and these pumpkin vines are probably 12 to 14 feet long. There's almost a pumpkin every other leaf. And 1, 2, I only see 2 on that one. But this is my first time making a video and actually talking on it, so bear with me, because there's just so much going on. I almost have to start doing videos. But you can see my soil's not perfect. This corn right here is waist high on the end. And then as you walk in, about 30 feet in, the corn is anywhere from neck to head height, all the way down. But yeah, there's a pumpkin there. That might be my pink ones. There's 1, 2 pumpkins. Man, that's just no diseases yet, knock on wood. I'm trying out, the goal is not to spray anything at all. And I haven't sprayed any insecticide, and all these plants are big enough that they can fight off any bug at this point. But now I'm kind of clenching right now because it's fungus season. So powdery mildew and downy mildew, what it does is it gets on the leaves and prevents photosynthesis from happening, and the plant eventually dies off prematurely. And it was dry this spring, but this summer is starting to become wet. We had 3/4 of an inch a couple days ago, and I haven't looked at the weather vane to see how much we got this morning so far, but it's supposed to rain all day. But these leaves are far enough away from the soil, I don't think I'm going to get too much powdery or downy mildew this year, because it comes out of the soil. But eventually I want to plant rye and be able to lay it flat on the ground and plant my pumpkins on top. Now the thing is, I have never had, these are my specialty pumpkins, and they're a pain in the butt to raise. I don't even know what that is, but I'm excited. Oh, there's 2 of them. There's one right there too. But my specialty pumpkins, I've never had the vines look this great, ever. And like I said, this was my 2nd year in regenerative ag on this area. And all my specialty pumpkins are in here, because I figured, why not? I don't make a whole lot on specialty pumpkins compared to the orange ones, but I'm just impressed with the size of these things, because their plants are massive. Look at that. That's probably 8 foot tall right now. Let's see how many ears. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 3 ears. Oh, maybe a 4-ear stalk right here. There's a corn right there, but I don't think it'll amount to much. I might just eat that. I love baby corn. That's a delicacy for me. But yeah, this corn is There, right here, there's one. This is pretty thin stalk. I don't see any more ears on it. But I'm just amazed at what, just staying away from anything chemical and just doing natural. I mean, I sprayed it 4 times with a micronutrient spray. Micronutrient spray with a compost tea, and then a guy that's been doing it for a while, he told me how to do a different way of compost tea, which if it works, I'll share with you later what I did. But our family motto is we don't get to keep the farm. We're just taking care of it so the next generation can enjoy it. That's the goal. I don't see too many pumpkins on these vines, but man, they're big. But I noticed, I don't know if you can see on this camera, but you see the corn close to the woods. And usually this is the area where it doesn't yield good. I mean, this stuff is head size or taller. And then as you pan out farther away from the woods, corn gets shorter and shorter, the plants don't get as big. It's the leaves in the fall. I planted that cover crop and the leaves fall down or the wind blows them out in here. And the bugs, the worms, all the microbes, they ate it all up and turned it into fertilizer. And yeah, like I said, like there's walnut trees right here. Nothing grows underneath walnut trees except grass. And usually my end rows don't do that good. And this is what I'm noticing. Let's see if I can see it right. Yeah, look at the size of that pumpkin right underneath the walnut tree. That does not happen at all, ever. So I'm pretty excited about what's going on with my soil and how I'm taking care of it. But yeah, it's just, there's one. I mean, this is underneath. That'll turn out to be a good pumpkin right here. That's about baseball size, and he's got a brother right here. But it's just, man, it's so amazing. Let's get a better, is that the pumpkin I was looking at? Yeah, I think that's a white one. And I've never had white ones look like that this time of year. I'm lucky if I get one per plant. Oh, there's, yeah, let's look at this. Oh, yeah, those are gorgeous. Hopefully, if everything goes as planned, I'll have a bumper crop on just specialty pumpkins, and hopefully they'll look good enough they'll sell good. But it's just, yeah, I'm trying to take care of the soil, because our family motto is we don't own the land, we're just taking care of it for the next generation. The family's farm's been in the name since 1837. Yeah, we were here when the French and Indians were around. But it's just, that's the whole idea. I want to take better care of this soil so when I die and my sons are running it, it's better than what I got it to. And then I want to instill that. I mean, not that my dad and my grandpa were bad farmers or anything. I mean, we have great soil because of their practices. Ooh. Got so much fungus in the soil, it's coming out of the ground. That's a good sign. That means I have very healthy soil. But and this area doesn't do too good. This is real gravelly right here. It sounds like I'm running my disc across a driveway or a parking lot when I run across here. There's so much, yeah, you can see gravel and stuff. So the stuff isn't doing that good. I mean, the plants are half the size of what they were in the other rows, 20 or probably 40 feet over. Actually, you can see right here. Let me back up. Yeah, you see that? And this is the gravelly side. Yeah, stuff isn't as big compared to there. But I look at this area as my channel. This is my worst spot on the farm. One of my worst spots. There's 2 other spots. But I look at this as a challenge because year after year, I mean, I'll make videos, I'll take pictures, notes. I want to see what this stuff does, because it'll be, after this year, it'll be set aside next year, so I'll be all cover crops. And then the year after, my tomatoes are going right in this area. So I want to actually take notes, because my tomatoes were where the sunflowers were. They were there last year, and I had a pretty good yield on that area. But That's set aside. Next year, that over there will be pumpkins and vine crops, basically. But yeah, look at out here. I mean, lots of grass, pumpkins here and there. But if you look at the soil, I mean, it's kind of half gravel and half rocks, which rocks aren't that bad. They're full of minerals. So if I get my soil healthy enough, what I'm told is the roots will attach themselves to the rock and it'll suck nutrients out of that rock. So that's what I'm curious about, because we have a very rocky farm. So that means if I can get my soil healthy enough that the roots tap into the rocks, that's a good thing. This was corn last year and it was an experiment and it didn't do too good. I planted clover in it, had a good year of corn. But now the clover's basically taken over, but I'm not fussing, that's nitrogen. But the plants, I tried planting pumpkins into this. It's just a little strip. But the pumpkins didn't do too good so far. But we're still mid-July. But no, this is just what kind of pumpkin we got here. Another, I think it's a white one. Got a lot of white ones this year. I don't see any of the blues or the pinks. But no, I've never had them look this healthy or this big this time of year. So I'm going to try, the goal is to sell a pumpkin in August. One pumpkin in August. I know somebody out there just itching to celebrate Halloween. But anyways, my battery's probably running down. I'm going to get off this. I'll see you guys later.